This is John Michael Grogan with On Point. Only in transparency is there truth. Only in truth is there light. And only in light is there life.
Dr. John Michael Grogan is a worldwide best-selling author and speaker. In this podcast, On Point, Dr. John Michael will help you position yourself for success by achieving greater purpose, significance, and exceptionalism. Now, here's Dr. John Michael Grogan.
There are three kinds of people that avoid transparency at all costs: the insecure, the arrogant, and the devious. The insecure shun transparency for fear of judgment by others. The proud or arrogant avoid the light of transparency because they prefer to play life close to the vest. They fear and disdain openness as being dangerous or naive, weak. John Lavender said, "He who gives himself airs of importance suffers from feelings of impotence." The devious are schemers, prince of rogues. They see life as one big con game. Though a person honors integrity as a core value of their life, they may still be vulnerable to the schemer. But connivers and schemers will be brought down by their own cunning, for the trap they set for others will prove to be a snare for themselves. While we have to be judicious about whom we trust, secrecy belies a fear to trust. To trust prematurely often leads to many wounds and sorrows. Trust is a slow-growth flower and should not be hurried along by any sense of urgency. I don't trust any man, for example, to be alone with my wife unless I've walked with that man for 3 to 5 years. Security is part of a woman's DNA. I am persuaded that this acuity, this ability to see through, gives the female gender an advantage. Men have a tendency to want to get on with it, to climb the mountain, to conquer the mountain. Sometimes we look at opportunity through rose-colored glasses and fail to count the cost. My wife will say, "If you're going to climb this mountain, don't you think you should take some supplies with you, a coat, some rope, pitons perhaps?" Sometimes we are so eager to get to the top of our mountain, we lock arms with the scrupulous. Ambition, greed, impatience, naivety can cause us to dance with the devil incarnate. Prematurity and eagerness can be dangerous compulsions. A man who will not listen to the feelings and counsel of his wife is, I believe, a fool. When I was a young man, I was negotiating with the president of a very large company to do a series of training films. On the way home, after a nice dinner with this man and his wife, my wife said she would not do business with this man. I was taken aback. We had had such a nice dinner, gotten along so well. I asked her why she felt that way. She said every time you asked him a question, he evaded looking you straight in the eyes. Women, I am persuaded, have an intuitive sense about such things. The eyes are the window to the soul. They understand this. Sometimes we as men miss taking a deeper look through that window. There needs to be a transition from the head to the heart, for what's in the heart comes out of the mouth of man. Women seem to be better at this sort of thing than we men. In the beginning of any venture, it pays to go slow and easy, for when we rush things, we can say things we don't mean, or make commitments we later realize we cannot keep. We trust our feelings rather than confirm facts. This is tantamount to love at first sight. While there can be good chemistry, full steam ahead and damn the torpedoes is one of the ultimate follies, not only in contractual agreements, but in life. There are 5 levels to transparency. The first step or level to transparency is performance. We act to impress or to veil the way we really feel, who we really are. This is legitimate if our heart is pure. It's a way of putting our best foot forward. It's called marketing. Remember, if we unzip our soul and reveal who we really are and are rejected, we have no place to hide. We can hide by the clothes we wear, the car we drive, or the clubs we join. The second step to transparency is stating facts. At this stage, we are still in the shallow end of the pool. This level involves innocuous questions on the path to getting to know someone, where we exchange names, for example, or what you do for a living, sports and weather, news, all rather safe networking. The third step or level is expressing feelings. At this stage, we are more confident. We are still on safe ground here. We are, however, gradually moving to the deep end of the pool. If we are insecure, we draw back, not quite sure we want to get too personal. Those who are devious will begin playing their hand very close to the vest. Stating facts, we have reached the deep end of the pool. As John J. Powell points out in his book, Why Am I Afraid to Tell You Who I Am?, we expose our vulnerability at this level. We have unzipped our psychological soul. The end game is transparency. For only in transparency is there truth, and only in truth is there light. Only in light is there life. And only in life is there freedom. This is true in relationships and in seeking the face of God. God's eyes never close in sleep, and he knows no darkness. You can't con the ultimate arbiter. Until next time, this is John Michael Grogan saying, be strong, be bold, be courageous.
Thanks for listening to Dr. John Michael Grogan's On Point on OneBigOne.fm and the Podcast BIG network. To contact Dr. Grogan, send an email to groganman@tds.net. If you like what you heard today and want to learn more, visit 615jmg.com and subscribe today. And as always, stay tuned to OneBigOne.fm and the Podcast BIG network.